What is swing plane and how does it affect your ball flight, especially if you're slicing? Coming up next. Let's take a look at how your swing plane affects your swing path and also your ball flight. This is Adam Scott, but let's first take a look at number one. He knows where he's going. He's got a stick on the ground to help him with his alignment. Number two, he's got good posture. This line going from the back of his neck down to his tailbone shows you that he's in a nice neutral spine angle. He's bending a little bit from the knees and he's bending from the hips. That's really important that we have good posture so we can turn. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little line here right through the center of his torso, just so we can really see what a great job he does of minimizing a lot of extra movement and how he can just turn through the shot. And then one more thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this club shaft. See how it points right through his belt buckle, and his shaft forms about a 90-degree angle right through the center of his torso. Okay, now he's going to go ahead and turn back, and notice how he just turns his shoulders. He's not using his hands here. He's turning his shoulders, swinging the arms and the club together as a unit. People who are not as comfortable swinging the club, they're going to use their hands a lot more, and that's going to get them off plane, and that's going to give them a swing path problem, and that's going to make them, unfortunately, slice a little bit or a lot. Okay, now he comes through. We can see that club swings from the inside of the target line. We'll put a line down in a second. Off that ball goes, and notice that torso angle, how he stays right in that same angle, really, really close to maintaining the exact same angle all the way through. Okay, now we're going to put a line down here showing you where he's aiming that club face. And I know what his target line is because he's got that alignment stick down, which really helps us out a lot. Okay, because he's standing on the inside of the target line, the club swings back to the inside. Now as we get up here, as the club gets parallel to the ground, we can notice the club head is just a little bit outside of his hands. That's no big deal, but you're going to see on the way back down, his club is going to be in a little bit different position. So again, we're seeing him turn back up, and just notice how, his arms are just swinging with the club. There's no independent hand action going on there. If you watch your buddies, you're going to see probably a different looking golf swing. Now he's going to start back down, and now let's look what happens with his club head. It's going to get a little bit behind his hands. So this golf club itself, if you had a laser beam going out of the grip end of that golf club, it'd be pointing a little bit to the right of the target line. Okay, so here we can see that club head is now inside of his hands a little bit. Somebody who slices, the club head is not going to be there in this frame, in this part of the golf swing. Okay. Because he's got that club head a little bit inside of his hands, when he comes down to strike that ball, we're going to see the ball take off a little bit to the right of the target line. Okay, this ball is probably going to draw a little bit. Now we don't know if he's trying to do this, or if this is just an effect of a swing that isn't working out perfectly. It's going to be a nice solid shot, and this is one of the things that just shows how difficult it is to get your club working exactly how you want it to work. Again, someone who's going to hit a slice, their club would be out here, more to the right. And then what would happen is when they make contact with the ball, it comes from outside the target line. So they're going to hit the right-hand side of the ball, and it's going to start left. And unfortunately, it's going to put some spin on it that's going to make the ball curve from left to right. The less loft you have on the club, the more it's going to curve. So your driver is going to slice a lot worse than your wedge. Here we can see him finishing that swing, and it looks great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go outside, and we're going to take a look at some of the things we can do to, number one, have some feedback on how our swing plane is doing, and then number two, take a look at how that swing path affects our ball flight. Okay, so we saw that Adam Scott, basically what he's doing is as he gets back to the ball, that club is swinging from inside the target line, because he's standing inside the target line, as opposed to coming out this way. And by the way, a simple way just to think about this is if you were going to hit a baseball, right, or a golf ball that was teed up like waist height, you'd set up like this. Notice how, my upper body, my torso is basically perpendicular to this golf shaft, right? And I would swing kind of like this. Now the club wouldn't come back perfectly flat all the way,
because I'm holding it in my hands, and my hands are connected to my arms and shoulders, so it's going to come up a little bit. But just like a golf swing, we would come at it just like this. And in a golf swing, we want to come at it just like that. And it's really the same thing. This noodle is going to give us some feedback as to how we're doing on this drill and on how we're working on our swing plane. So all this is it's one of these alignment sticks stuck on the ground with the pool noodle. I've got it back. It's far enough from the ball so that I won't hit it with a good backswing, but it's close enough so that it'll bother me if I make an over the top or an out to in type of a swing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just practice here. Note I've got my alignment stick just like Adam Scott did in our video, right? Okay, and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and hit balls for a while. I didn't love that one because I'm thinking about that noodle behind me, right? So I'm going to try again. I'm just going to try to get a sense of what's happening with that club. Am I hitting that ball as the club head is moving out to the right a little bit? Okay, that one looked pretty good, right? If we go ahead and make that bad over the top move, we're going to see some of this, okay? We're going to see that sort of a thing. I don't want to mess my noodle up because it's the last one I have to get through the day. But hopefully that was really helpful to you. Make sure that when we're working on anything in our golf swing, we've got some sort of a feedback device or a system or a coach to make sure we're doing it right. So get that swing plane under control, and it's really going to help you out when you try to get rid of that slice. I hope you liked this video. If it was helpful to you, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button for a like. Also, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel so next time we do a video, you'll be notified by email.